So what was it like then transitioning back? So kind of after film school, then you went back into what I'll call a structured environment, but in more of like a big corporate setting. So McKinsey and Novartis. Tell us a little bit about kind of the work that you were doing there and what that experience was like.
McKinsey is actually a continuation of I was trying to figure out what I want to do. I still remember McKinsey hosts this. They have this beautiful, fantastic program for PhDs, not just for MBAs like many other consulting firm. So I was in their open house. One of the McKinsey at the time employee who did his PhD in theoretical physics told me, if you don't know what to do, this is a fantastic place to be. So I joined, and I learned so much about business. Just it's my paid MBA and beyond that. So through my McKinsey period, I pretty much did every single industry projects in every single industry. That's when I really discovered where my passion and where I want to be. And that is in healthcare because I love the social impact and how I know my work would help people. And I also realized my strength is to bridge technology and commercialization because I speak both languages very fluently and intuitively. So that's really the pathway I transitioned from academia to industry. I'm so grateful to my experience there. And then I realized at McKinsey I was too far from technology and innovation. So why I moved to Novartis in Basel in Switzerland, and had the opportunity to work closer to the late stage portfolio to drug discovery more directly. So that was after I figured out where I want to be, that became a no brainer.
Sounds like a lot of different puzzle pieces coming together from all these different stints in your career. So as you think about those pieces coming together, you had been up until that point working in pretty large organizations and companies with a lot of structure and a very defined path. At what point did you decide to kind of make the pivot then to building and co-founding your own company, and what was that shift like?
I always know I want to work in a startup, either as a founding member or team member or as a founder. I probably have accumulated 20, 30 ideas. None of them worked. I love the creative process. And I love to see my impact can actually translate to a bigger impact, which was why I left academia. And it's harder to have that in big companies. Um, and in terms of how I made that transition, I have to say it was quite natural for me because I'm always a doer. I always want to get things done, and so as I left the big company, as big company, I was actually less comfortable. When I get to build my own company with the other two co-founders, everything came pretty natural because I got the luxury to work with the co-founders to define the product, define the strategy. It all come from me. I don't have 10 other stakeholders to please. And then the most luxurious thing is I got to choose who will be on my team. And then once I get that right, the rest of the job becomes so easy.